byleviii.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for the 10 months, Kiwi. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Whole last 10 months, jeez. God damn. Driving on through us. Bye bye, Kiwi. Thanks for the subby. Hope to see you later. Have a safe drive. Also, who's Ross? Who's this Ross? Do I know him? Anyways. It's another Monday. Another Monday. Back into the fray, another week. I am still slightly sickened, not gonna lie. Hope I'm not gonna be coughing, sneezing, and sniffing into the mic too much today. But I just had to. I had to get in another stream when I get back into it. It's been exactly a week since my last stream. Too much. I'm getting what do you call them? Fuck. What's it called? Rebound? No. Whatever. Just wanna get some streaming in. That's what I'm saying. And stream we shall. We're streaming Stanley's Parable today. Yeah. I have no idea what this game is. Zero idea. But it's time to check it out. Boom. Let's see. Seems a little loud. I can barely hear myself. Something like that, maybe. Alright, close captions. Yeah, why not? Full caption? Sorry about that. Alright, let's get it. I like the clickety-clacky sounds on the menu. The end is never, the end is never, the end is loading. Never. Loading never. I hope it loads sometime. Taking its sweet time.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's
Hello, May.
job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
You go, Stanley.
To him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Damn, no breaks.
Although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Be like Stanley. Push buttons.
Then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one
Damn,
showed up to
after
give
an hour.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Hello, May. Why are you dorking me up right at the beginning? Oh, there. Okay, I know that this game likes to talk a lot. That's pretty much the only thing I know about it. So I wonder, if I do nothing... Well, will that... What do you call them? Narrator. Will he say something? It's been 17 years and still no one has talked to me, so I guess I'll move. 427. I'm gonna miss this place. I like the...
His co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I like the whimsical music.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Partition Corp. Providing partitions for 50 years. Partitions of what? Also, I'll be the judge of whether I can find any co-workers, Mr. Narrator, if that even is your real name. Damn, it's sunny outside. Any co-workers here? 420 blaze it. I hate Mondays. Hey, it's Monday today. Do we hate... all my homies hate Mondays. Is this the meeting room? That looks... 416 isn't even an office. It's a hallway.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, game. Now you're just asking... You're asking for mischief.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I am keen to admire places. This is an admirable corporation.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Speaking of drinking...
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, Here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I came.
This is a great room.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy.
What? How dare you?
Poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Wow. No, that is not a possibility, alright? Everyone in this...
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Listen. Everyone in this company knows that this is the best room. Is it because the AK? What? I don't know. I'm confused. why that redeem in the first place? Damn, that's a great room. I should come here more often.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I want another look at the room. Damn it. It's just such a great... True. I've came many times to that room. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. What if I'm lying later?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Shh. Oh, well, I can't go back. Listen, I got hired because I don't follow the rules. Damn, this is a big place. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Want a job that's as easy as push button? Why do I need to know what it's... Yeah, I just push button. There's a car.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Hell yeah. Also, they can't charge me $5,000 for that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I just had to do it. I had to.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. I'm sensing there is two main ways to play this game. Follow the instructions and don't follow the instructions. I think I gotta start with the follow instructions, which means sadly we'll have to skip the room this time. I'm sorry. Roomkun will have to wait. We'll see him in the next season. I will do the other route next time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Not the boss's office. Listen, you'll get room in the next playthrough. Because clearly there's gonna be 2. Meeting room! Floor for whatever. Group. Cabal. Meeting schedule. Weekly target. Marketing Mondays. Financial panic meeting. What else? What to do about 432? Oh. Office party. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. I want to meet whiteboard manager. So we're friends. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Who's Chris? Why is he in the closet? Did he go in there himself? Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. This company is very functional. Someone has a name. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right, next day agenda. Next day agenda. Reflect. Yeah, one of them has a name. Jim. I wonder what's my name. Everyone just calls me 427. Bi-quarterly post-review review. We need some reviews. 402 plus 405. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. Listen, I agree. Death sport is the main driving point of this company.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything.
Shut up,
This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Mixed signals. Listen, I am doing things. I am reading important whiteboard things. More water coolers. See, that's important, Mr. Narrator. More water cooler heaters. Okay. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. They employ teenagers? Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Some sort of child trap? Yep, not enough teenagers. Throw something in the ideas bin. No more bins. Trash cans. 20 remaining of the ideas bin. 30 firing of me. Ideas bin. Okay. They never hired someone to get Chris out of the closet. He's probably still in here. Go find him. Fine, I'll keep my eyes out for closets that make noise, perhaps. Okay, a lot of silly stuff. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will... Okay. Alright. Broom closet. Chris?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Are you Chris? You... Hello, is Chris here?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I am the Chris now.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet fuck off. I finally have a name. That's what I'm doing.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Listen, if I am in here, that means I have a name, which is Chris. If I step out, I no longer have a name.
There's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
You just don't. You're just jealous that I have a name and you don't.
It's somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I will say that.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really
Whoa.
stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family
What?
connection. That's how stupid he is.
What the
That or
fuck?
with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh wait, my name is Stanley. I forgot. Oh right. Well then.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming. So that
stop.
Insightful commentary of this
Stop.
game is not lost on them.
I'm sorry.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I'm sorry, I forgot my name is Stanley. I thought my name was 427 and I just wanted to be Chris. Jesus.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Fine. Is this the office? Whoa. Jesus.
To his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unaware, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah, no idea what the pin might be. Why so big? Why is the ceiling so high?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, we gotta find something. There's gotta be something suspicious in here.
2845.
Numbers, Mason. The numbers, what do they mean? Oh, that's a weird piano. I know it has a keyboard, but usually they don't make sounds like this.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Well, I didn't need to find any pin, turns out. It's Dork. God, you're good. Hacker man. Whoa. Big red button. I like it.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I did Dork for quite a while, actually. You're saying you couldn't tell? You're saying you didn't see any difference when I put on the Dork glasses?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. But Stanley walked through the door that said Mind Control Facility, not the escape one, so... Still wearing them. Shut up. Mind Control. We like it. Okay, I'll push the big non-red button. Very unsatisfying.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't know if my brain can handle all this imagery that is gonna pop up. You're Stanley, he is the narrator. I am the cameraman now.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Numbers.
The number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay, I mean, they had cameras in there. It's like, shouldn't be too surprising. 427, there it is. Show. Yep, that's my room, my baby. Oh God, I miss my buttons, the way they pushed. This job is a social experiment. It was no experiment to me. It was my dream job. Elevator. Oh, somebody was fired.
Facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No, I just like the job.
He refused to
Yeah.
believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Yeah,
It was
I chose this.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes, let me get my screwdriver. Boop. Mind control status offline. I mean, it's already been dismantled. I didn't have to do shit. Or I'm just so good at it that I've already done it and I didn't even realize it. It says 4. What the 4 mean? Do we really have control?
I will dismantle this oppressive establishment board by board.
Hell yeah. That, I love how perfect that is. 4. Oh, different sound. That was the same sound as before, but slightly pitched down. That's a new one. New pitch, I guess. I like the 4 button. I'll miss you dearly, 4 button. What about 1 button? Nah, I don't like 1 button. 4 is best. Pushing buttons. Yeah, it just can't stop. I've been doing this all my life. Facility power. Ooh, big red button. Press. Big red button. Press. I can't press it. So unsatisfactory. Blah, blah, blah. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Oh, they're running Windows. Or something like that.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Alright. That's how the...
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it?
Yes. He had won.
Oh.
He had defeated the machine.
The machine is dead.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Yes.
Even as the immense door slowly opened,
Very
Stanley
slowly.
reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
There's many buttons out there
Been
to push.
understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
That looks like a screen. How is that a door? Is it a door?
Stanley felt the
It
cool
was.
breeze upon his
Wow.
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hey. It isn't the broom closet ending, but it's the happy ending, I guess. Could have been happier, you know. Could have been Chris. Chris in the closet. Alright, time to defy every single thing he says. And time to revisit the room.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Was this new? Stanley #1 died tragically. True.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Nah, he didn't, because I am not Stanley. I am Stanley 3.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Lounge room time.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
Oh yeah.
Goodness, Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room.
Yes.
Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Exactly. This room. I've missed it so much.
Really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Every time I enter this room, I spontaneously ejaculate. Just gotta revisit it every time.
To get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Get them coworkers. Yeah. Also, the before the mind control facility, there was that thing that's saying escape. I wonder what that is. Because I think I escaped. But did I? Gotta keep a spare pair of britches in that room. Oh yeah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I am so good at directions. And I am so good at not jumping off cargo lifts.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Mrs. Stanley? Mrs. Chris? The only problem is when you go to place the britches in there. True. It's a never-ending cycle.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Let her back in the real life. I don't need no exes. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Well, now I won't.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah.
That wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Yeah, some Stanley 3.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Wait.
So you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Sack and crack?
Excellent.
Oh,
Making choices on a regular
my bad.
basis
I missed
is
it.
the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your
Do my
instructor
choices
will
matter in
conduct
that
an
case?
exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
What the
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Whoa, hold on. I didn't expect them to break fourth wall this soon. What the fuck? It's kind of meaningful, I guess, that Stanley wouldn't do any of this. He spent 17 years just doing what he's told. Show this film to people about to play D&D. Yeah. Yeah, like, but he did a whole speech about making correct choices and in real life and everything, but then he said, like, in the vast infiniteness of space and everything, it doesn't really matter. It's like, wow, so they broke the fourth wall, you broke the room. Yep, my bad, I guess. Can I put this back in? No. Danger everywhere. Whoopsies. Okay. Guess I'll go back here.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Oh,
Imagine
what?
the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh my god, what a scary statement. This place is not well equipped to deal with reality. Is he talking about my brain? My mind palace? Oh, brother, the room.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
But why must I do that? I have a perfectly good, great, amazing room here that I could just stay in. Sit on this chair, look at the vending machine, sit on this chair and look at the painting. What more could a man need? This vending machine even has buttons to push. But alas, I must continue and leave the room behind. For entering is what gives us the pleasure. Entering the room is the spice of life, not just being in it. It all comes back to buttons. Okay, I guess I'll go.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
But I'm not
Just follow the
Stanley.
lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, whoopsies. Wait, no! My room! No! 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 Ah! Oh no! No! Oh my, that is a wild quote. We shall use that quote as a reminder of the room, for it is now lost forever. The room of entering. It will be missed. Stanley making decisions breaks reality. The company is the good guys? No, they... well, I guess the loss of the room is my fault in a way. But how was I supposed to resist? You know? You understand, right? No one resists the room. Oh, whoopsie.
I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
Oh no.
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No, no, no.
I have to.
No, you don't. Ah! Stop it. Stop it.
You fool! I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
What? No.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
I did see it.
So perfect.
Well, that was Stanley
I worked
too.
so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
Whoa.
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It just spontaneously reboots? Damn, this game is powerful. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Just to say, this is the beginning? What? I'm already lost. Now you're breaking my brain even more. Broom closet! Chris, you in here? Okay, what? Oh yeah, I guess Stanley 2 is in this closet, so I can't take that space now.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait, there used to be a stairways down here. Damn, he's really angry at me. Whoa. What? What the wait, what? Why did he change the office now? Yeah, he locked my choices, but he even changed the office.
Inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115.
Why?
Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work?
What was I doing in boss's
One way to
office?
find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Did I though? Did Stanley do that? Are you sure? Wonder if he could...
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I'm the most expensive boss. Good for you.
Is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
If you could have even gone the other way.
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it.
True.
But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
Sorry.
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Jesus. Whoa.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Whoa.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
What the f...
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
Stanley, take the door on the right.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
Oh no.
More important than you can ever know. I need this.
Oh no.
Story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
So if we make him very upset, then the right door is the right choice too. Jesus, what? Oh my god, how many endings are there? I need a list of things I've done and I haven't done. Oh wow, straight to the doors, huh?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You really know nothing about this game. Yeah, I told you. I have no idea. Okay. What if I go to the phone and answer it? What if I reunite with my wife?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Of course. Oh, yes. Yes, the room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, there's this door too. Well, I gotta do that again.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Also, I wonder if I can jump down on this.
Your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story.
There's now two places I need to
all this time
do.
There's someone you've been
Jesus.
missing, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Yes, I'm getting there.
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Yes, I'm gonna get to her.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Fine. What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Damn, chill.
Make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
The game was kind of nudging me. Yep. What if I don't, though?
Sorry,
Oh.
but you're in my story now.
Okay, fine. He turned evil. Hello, my loving wife.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Press 7 on your keyboard. No. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Wait, no, this is what I like. They're telling me to press buttons again.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press 2. Oh, they say please press 2. They're polite even.
Look at him there.
This is great.
Pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
L.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Ooh, watch TV? Alright.
He began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Yeah. Press E to spend time with the boys. Yes, let's open a cold one.
Further, he imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Oh, that's kind of... Press E to prepare dinner. Yes.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
A game with a baby? Am I the baby? Press 5 to tell your kids a story. I have children?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press 9 to tell your wife you love her. I loves you, dear mannequin wife.
There is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Clearly, this is the better life. I get to press buttons. Press T to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Press B to be at work.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Sorry to question nothing.
Suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
All right. So, I locked the narrator into an endless loop until I died? What? What the fuck is this game?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Okay. Wait. Oh, cool. The minutes actually move. Oh. What? Huh. These weren't on before. Wait, what? Whoa, wait. E worked. Is there any other button that works? No, it doesn't look like it. There must be so many secrets and stuff in this game. I feel like something's different. They're out? Ah.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't. He went to the room once more.
Room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Of course. Yes! The room!
Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of,
No.
tingle.
It do tingle.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't. He went onwards.
Stanley was so bad at following directions.
And then he went
5 years ago.
onto this thing. And down there.
Perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look,
What, like my wife?
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
The room's gonna file a sexual harassment. No. The room started it. Danger everywhere. Oh, we did see that once I started breaking the game. 2B1. Huh. To be 3. To be or not to be.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
You ain't gonna red pill me.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Whoa.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Whoa, hold on. I wish to stay in the Matrix.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley
Jesus.
walked through the red door.
Aha, I see. What about this door? No. He did not walk through the red door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
You can't stop me. Whoa.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end,
Well, should have put in more.
because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Oh.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Yeah, why not? I really like the right door, and now I get even a righter door? This is great. You're close to beating the game, I know it. Oh, I've beaten it multiple times already. Oh, there's lights missing. I guess he was in a rush to make more stuff.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Alright. Why make... you didn't have to make such big rooms. But anyways, I love it.
Ha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door?
Because I told you.
Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Whoa. Worldwide leaderboard? Wait, what? What is this timer supposed to mean? 21% of players skipped the intro sequence. Only the worst 3 of players chose the blue door. What? How long does it take to get to the correct door? Compete against others to improve your Stanley... whatever. This is you 7 hours? I'm the last place? Wow. Dead rat. A dead rat is better than me. Shit.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Honestly, I like being that bad is an achievement in itself, you know. So no, I
I
didn't.
nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Oh yeah, they'll love it.
The message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, what are we gaming? Oh, Minecraft.
Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired.
I can't jump though.
A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Yeah, go for it.
This will go here. No, here. And then...
That's a garbage house, Mr. Narrator.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes.
Not even a house.
Complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze
A Minecraft
upon
stream.
my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Do I get another door to choose? I'll change the category. I want another door. I want them beside each other so I can choose the right one. Maybe add another door so I can choose the righter one, the rightest. It's kind of lonely out here. Not even the narrator speaks to me anymore. I can't jump. I can't break the blocks. All I hear is clicking. Keyboard clicks. Yes, he's forcing me into the left door. I think. Big flower. Please. Oh well.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Ooh, nice. Let's go. I don't think that's an actual Minecraft song, but close enough.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Oh no, I forgot. Ooh, coal. Give me some coal. I could make some light if I had coal, but I can't mine it.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
What? Okay, well, I was about to get diamonds. Oh.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Bow, bow.
Thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
You know
what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any.
What? You stole my...
And I highly
Stole
doubt
my
you'd be
radio.
wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business.
I really made him angry this time around.
Contributions to the world. And perhaps every
I made him into an artist, oh
a
no.
man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
What a crude imitation of my work.
I know, right? Oh. I miss my radio. Filing cabinets. Huh. Please rate your experience. The Stanley Parable Alpha Test Beta. Huh. Okay. I guess I'll go here. God damn it, dork. What? Oh. Alright. I'm still in Portal, I guess? Maybe? I can't see anything. Clickety-clackety-click. Click, 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 click. I guess there's no brightness. It's scary. It's oddly quiet. It's so dark I can't see anything. What the fuck? Oh, that looks like a dead end. Maybe? Hello? Hello? Oh, this is where I started. I'll just hug the right wall, I guess. Oh. Wait a second. I know this place. This is how I get to the room. Right? And then I go right? No. What? Guess I am stuck here for all eternity. Oh. Maybe not. What's that all about? Huh. Graphs. "427. This is my office. Yes. What? Where's my buttons? I want to push buttons. Hello? Oh. Have I really been forsaken? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
How is he so politely scary? Also, I guess he does have a point. Without him, I cannot...
Workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I need to drink. The end, there's never the end. But yeah, like... He is right, like... Oh! Would you look at that? Every time I come here, I get to add one input to it. That's on the loading screen too, yeah. There's too many endings for there to be an end. Escape route? I still have the route to... One route left in the right room.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
No, oh, no, he didn't. They
This was
didn't.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Admirable
Stanley
room.
felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room?
Yes, it is.
Between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
Obviously. Finally, he
Yes,
understands.
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, let's see this first open door on the
So
left.
he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
God, this water is good. Terry, have you tried the water?
Oh boy, there's branching paths in this one too. I've been going into the right room for so many times already. Also, there was the red door that I never went into. No choice, drink the water. That was a choice because I was thirsty. It just so happened that you redeemed it.
But
Oh,
Stanley
loadings.
didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go from here. It's left.
Sure? Are you sure about that? Okay.
Oh no, it's to the right, man.
So you weren't sure, bastard. I told
No,
you.
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Didn't you build this place?
See, we went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay.
A, B?
Yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Car. Blink, blink, blink.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Well then. From the top yet again. How many times has it been now? Hey, that means I can press the...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
I can press the button
Perhaps he had
again.
simply missed a memo.
Wonder if you could go that same way. I did take the elevator. Wait, where's the input one? Bleep. Bloop. There's no input PC. I wish to input. Okay. Yeah, when I went down the elevator, there was the other one where I go straight ahead.
When Stanley...
Whoa, what?
What? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Stanley.
Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
I don't care about the story. Give me the room. Oh, is this the room? Where's my room? This has to be here, right? This and that and this. Yeah. I'm feeling the presence of the room. Wait, what?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What? I was progressing. God damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, if there's no input, then we're still in the... Yep. We're still in the broken story. Oh, what the fuck is this now?
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. No other choice, I guess. Did I miss an input, PC? No. Okay.
I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What? There's nothing to retrace. This is all happening because I'm following your directions. What? Bruh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Yeah!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Great story.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
What?
Some people win fair and square, and this
I
was
did
not
so
one
much
of those
work.
situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh boy.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
They did mention adventure lines. And straying from the line. Oh, this guy's missing a computer. Blah, 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 blah. Find the beach. Beep. Beep boop. Do I do it? Do I defy his will yet again? I have to.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
What? The line intrigues me. Fine, we'll follow the line. Oh, solitaire. Let me turn it off. Let me win. Let me win at solitaire. I like how he's like, I'm done. Just no.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Whoa! Fucking... Yeah, great. Please stop. This is way too loud. Jesus! Inspiring. Oh, okay. Yeah. Please stop. Please. Whoa, I can't wall run. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. 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 Bum 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 ba dum ba dum ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba ba.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
The narrator has forsaken you. That was fun. Very exciting line journey. That's a good fern, by the way. Best fern I've ever seen. Right. I think I've learned as much as there can be learned about fern. I've learned fern.
We're back at the office? No, No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Line? You silly line. Oh, you. Huh.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you?
Line TM.
And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Line was doing their best.
Stanley,
Oh,
I say forget the adventure.
What?
Line. What's
No.
it ever done for us? We're
Line was
intelligent
great.
people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
okay. Beep beep. Let's go this direction. Line, you're coming with us?
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
I want
Whatever
space
it might be,
unicorns.
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I want space unicorns and race cars, underwater race cars in space, and unicorns are driving them, and I want bumblebees. They don't have to do anything. I just want bumblebees. Yeah, that's what I want. Can you give it to me?
Oh, no, not you again.
Yes, line.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
Okay, I
Just
want
don't
line in the story.
Fine.
Bumblebees and line. Trademark. I want thems. Ba ba da da ba da ba. Ba ba da da ba da ba ba. Ba ba da da ba ba ba. Ba ba da da bum 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 bum. Where you going? Don't leave me here. I want a pretzel.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Left door. Fine. Maybe we'll have the room in there. Rebel. The confusing ending.
What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Didn't you make the
So
game?
now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Line?
Oh, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
This is gonna be a long journey, brother.
In the meantime...
Oh, shh. Fucking hell. So did it restart? And did he forget? That was the 5th restart? I need 3 more? What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm still at the start of the game. Wait, there's no input PC. That means I'm still in the confusion ending. Are you?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And I think it said I refuse to cooperate.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic.
Majestic.
Too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable.
No.
He started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
Jesus. Where am I bleeding?
Yes, really, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I was in such bliss I started bleeding.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay. You should talk to someone, Stanley. HR.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
All right, the
hoping he
boss's
might find an
office.
answer there.
Broom? Chris?
Oh no, no.
Yeah.
I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
All right, I will. I am Chris once again. Jeez, this game is a lot. Also, how's this a broom closet? There's many things in here. And broom is only one of them. And there's only one broom. This is a closet of things, not things closet, not a broom closet. Fine.
Going to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can go down now. Are holes?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
Exactly, so scary. I want to push my buttons.
Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet?
I was thinking that.
Why did doors close automatically behind him?
I was thinking that too.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
I'm dreaming!
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
And that is...
He thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Schizophrenic.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
I wish to push button.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Give me the blue pill.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Wife, sure. Yeah. Mannequin wife.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Jesus Christ.
And everything went black.
Oh. Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what? Huh?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this. And
so inspiring.
in a way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? What? How did Stanley get what? How did Stanley end up on the street? What? So he was real. Yes. This is mindfuck galore.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh boy. Where's my input buttons? Input PC. Oh, Jesus. Right. I think I've exhausted my options in the right door. And... okay, that was the stairs. That means... wait, is this new? Oh no, it isn't.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. Then I go up to the boss's office this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well... if Chris is in there, he ain't getting out anymore. Damn, that's rude. Find the crowbar, yeah. Alright, we're going up to the boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, that's new. Executive bathroom. Sick. Money in the morning, money in the evening. Money for breakfast, money crisp. Extreme bathrooms. Time. This is very executive, yeah. The executivist. Ooh! Input received! Yes! Yes! Nice. I like pushing. I love pushing buttons. Best part of my day. Is that the office? It is. What about this? Pander? Hello, Pander. Business strategy. Wait, what? No, what? That's a gun. No, that's not a good business strategy. What? How's that supposed to help business? Don't shoot Panda. He's sad. Look at him. He's sad. Bing bong. Where are we going? Down? Hell yeah. Let me some good elevator music. Oh, yeah, they said Stanley. A game that gives us elevator music so I don't have to pay beaties for it. Did my job. Damn, either this is a big ass building or the slowest elevator ever. Getting a little claustrophobic. Oh. I'll just sit down here, I guess. Peak gameplay. I like the wee woo on this elevator music. I'm good. I'm good. You know, nice weather. Sunny. Did you notice they changed the coffee flavor? Yeah, it's different. That's for sure. Not the biggest fan, but you know, if it's for company money, right? Yeah. How's the wife, kid, mother? Husband? How's someone? Anyone has? Do you have friends? Relatives? Oh, the kids are good. The kids. Yeah, yeah. They grow up so fast, right? Mark brought home all A's. Whoa, good. Again. Yeah. Yeah. Nerd. Anyways, what is up with this? Oh. Hey, yeah, I'll see you later. I think he's going to an Ivy League school. No. I have to meet the boss. You know, serious business. The fact that this it didn't move at all.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
And he still doesn't know. And he never will.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct 2845.
Okay, fine. Wait, nope. 2, 8.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency
4, 5.
override kicked in, and the door just opened all.
No. I did it. I did all the.
With the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
I did all of it. And then Stanley left. No, he didn't. We'll be the. And then I hope this elevator goes anywhere, you know. Last one fucked me over. Alright.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, he didn't. He went to the escape door.
This passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't fear death.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. He's brave like that. Stanley's so brave for doing that. Bonk. Whoa.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking.
God, this water is good. Terry, have you tried the water?
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant,
Who's this?
Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
So sad. Stanley will be missed. He was like a father to me.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
But you are the narrator too, at least now.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Damn. Let me push buttons. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Okay. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. The two doors. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. There was a lot of contradictions, that's for sure. I never got to do my input. The Office. I like that show. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when the buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. True. That'd be. Office computers. Yay! I won solitaire. Credits. Nah. What's up? I went the doors. Made using Source. This is a Source game? What? Bro, I would have never... What? Maybe I could see some similarities, but this is so well made for a Source game. Your nerd is showing. Boss's office. What? I only got one. Oh, screens from the development. I see. Office clock. Indeed. What about the other side? I'm just going through a game museum now? Maintenance room. Okay. Printer. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. More endings, fewer endings. More narrator, fewer narrators. More Stanley, less Stanley. What? Okay. Greenlight. September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight, Valve's process of approving games for Steam. Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. What, this... just screenshots? That's all it took? Okay. Kind of ballsy. Lounge. Office. Apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh. Okay. Levers? Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. Player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color lever they had pulled. Zending? What's Zending mean? Fourth version of the Zending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Ah, I see. So, I never really got the Zending. Never had the chance to get it. Hello?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Who's this lady? She's scaring me.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Eh? Hello? Well. I should have listened, I guess. I guess that was Stanley's Parable. What? The fuck? Cool. The real narrator. Yeah. The end is never the end. Stanley got squished. That is as ending as it can be. He has learned nothing from our darling narrator. That's so odd. So very weird. Okay, I'm not sure about two things. I'm not sure if I ever actually did the confusion ending. I am still confused about that, so I guess I did. And I wonder what happens if I manage to get all the inputs on the PCs. But we're still in the confusing ending, yeah. I don't know, all of them were confusion endings. But, okay, I can't be bothered to find out right now. So, that's gonna be this for the stream today. Have a less confusing rest of your day. May your legs bring you fortune. Bye. I think. Am I real? Are you real, chat? I missed the line too. We'll see the line yet again. Bye-bye.